Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is August 2nd, and I wanted to go through an NQ trade that we took here in front of a live trade room audience in our day trading chat room. Very good day here, by the way. I don't know if you can see the P&L up here in the top right. We had one winning trade and one break-even trade here today, and low risk trade. We'll talk about, I'll let you watch that trade here in just a couple of minutes. Let's talk about what happened here today. Of course, you know, we spent a lot of time talking about our market maker levels. The reason we called them market maker levels is because they were taught to me by a veteran floor trader, a guy who traded on the floor of the S&P pits for north of 30 years. And the reason why these work so well is they are taking time and price rotations from previous sessions and pushing them forward into the day session. Now, when we got in together today, one of the things that we talked about this morning was the fact that the market had traded above settlement in the entire overnight session. So again, here is settlement. This was the low prior to the open here. This was the overnight session low, and the entire session had traded above that settlement price, which is right here, this kind of orange line. And so also on the NQ, one of the things that we talk about every day is that there is that opening bar head fake, and that's exactly what happened in here today. The market comes up and rallies right into what we call the zone of influence of the RTH signal, this level here, basically this resistance point. And then the market begins to sell off, and we know that once the volume weighted average price, which is this purple line on your chart here, gets tested and breaks, that is an excellent location. So the market comes in, tests this RTH mid, and we waited for a pullback into the volume weighted average price, and then the market sells off. It's right here where we ended up getting in at, I believe we got in at 23, and you'll see that on the video here. Got in at 23. We were looking to come all the way down to settlement. I got trail stopped out at 83 on this pullback here off of the RTH signal, and then the market ultimately comes down all the way into that RTH target. And that's what you're going to see me do here. In fact, the entire trade today was about 5 minutes long. What I did, though, is I did speed it up. I put some music behind it, etc. You'll get to see that here in just a minute. But I did want to spend just a minute with you talking about the market maker levels here. So again, the market comes down. This blue area here represents the value area high and low from Friday's session. You'll notice the market comes down 3 times and tests the RTH target, which is what you would expect as the market goes from signal to the target here. Bounces 3 times and then rallies all the way back up here as we get into the late morning session, all the way off of that RTH signal. And then the market begins, kind of rotates up there and begins that sell-off again, test into that volume weighted average price, and then kind of moves around from there until we get into the end of the day where it makes a new low, comes down into the value area, bounces back into the mid, and then back into that RTH target. So again, what you're going to see here from me today is you're going to see me get into this trade. You're going to see where I place the stop, and then you're going to see me take that target on a trail stop for 40 NQ points. So without further ado, here is that OTG trade of the day. To see if we can make that trip down into settlement down here. We'll see if I can get put in. I am in now on the NQ. We got to get down through the RTH mid, and we would be looking to try to come down. The target here for now, we'll make it the RTH signal underneath there.